I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton.
Donald Trump will be the 45th president of the United States.
When the election happened, I'm getting heart palpitations just talking about it. I had a mini stroke. I didn't take it well. Who did? Who took the news well? While all this dog and pony show bullshit is going on in Washington, D.C., there are many, many things that are really happening in this country that nobody's paying attention to. And I thought, well, let me just go and start talking to people and do investigative journalism with a sense of humor. I can't live without humor. I'll make jokes at the worst times for myself to get through something. Not everybody gets that. Not everybody appreciates it either.
That was a joke, Cameron, lighten up.
I mean, I've always voted, and I, would read up on politics, and I would talk about politicians and things like that.
Are you ready to vote, dear?
Yes, I am.
Excellent, yay!
But when he got into office, something switched in me, and I decided I was never going to keep my mouth shut again.
Get off your ass and you start marching with your brothers and sisters. Enough is enough.
I'm unapologetically outspoken about politics and my feelings towards them, and that's that.
And now I'm about to step in front of the Planned Parenthood office where there seems to be some people who can't mind their own uterus. I know there's protesters there now, so we'll see. All right, kids. I'm down here at Planned Parenthood, Santa Barbara, California, supporting women and our rights. I've been here every day with the lovely company of these people who take shifts. I'm here at Planned Parenthood. Here I am again at Planned Parenthood again. Back at Planned Parenthood. I'm back, ladies. I wrote a song. This is The Uterine Blues by Kimmy D. You can pray all day. I'm gonna come here anyway. You can pray all day. I'm gonna come here anyway. I've got a uterus, it's nobody's business what I do. You tell lies outside Planned Parenthood, that's no good. You spew crap like it's fact. Let's be honest, it's just an attack. I've got a voice, I've got a choice, it's my body. HIV, LGBT, don't forget pregnancy, STDs and vaccines, medical advice, ain't that nice? I've got a voice, I've got a choice, it's my body. Let's see now. Oh my goodness. Linda Chorney likes it. Linda Chorney is a Grammy-nominated singer. Deborah, thank you. And, oh, Norma, thank you so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed the song. I'll be singing it here all day long. I'm gonna come here anyway. You can pray all day. I'm gonna come here anyway. I've got I think you're losing your crowd there, Vince.
Well,
They don't like me being here. They've called the cops on me 3 times.
oh, you're the lady.
I'm the
then.
one. I'm sure you've all had.
Well, I've heard of you.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
You want to hear the other side?
Well, I'd like to find out what you have against babies.
I would like somebody to come here and think again and not be forced to have abortion that they don't want to because of the pressures. That's crazy.
And you don't think that people standing here with a rosary beads and a sign, or that's not pressure?
To stand outside of a medical facility to try to make people feel bad about their health care, affordable health care, it's just wrong. And when you ask them, are you adopting babies? How many have you adopted?
Have you adopted? Have you fostered?
No,
Do you mentor?
no.
I'm confused.
Mental.
My biggest issue was with that fella and his wife that came, and the guy raised his hand to me, and then I screamed at him because nobody gets to touch me. What's your name?
God bless you.
Don't touch me, bitch.
Oh, let me back up. This woman, Marianne, was left alone with me, did not want to be the only person. She did not want to have to talk to me. She did not want to be with me.
What do you want to talk about today, Marianne?
I'm gonna pray.
Okay, I'll just film me praying then.
I have a really bad cold, so we'll put this over so we don't.
Thank you, I appreciate that. That other lady that was here, she's sick too. Are you guys, there's something going around?
I don't know if she had a cold or if she was just trying to cover her face because she was afraid of being seen.
You should be resting, Marianne.
And then she contacted some other people and asked for backup.
Why are you harassing us? Just stop.
Just stop harassing you. That's hilarious. You think that being here is not harassing women or men that come here for health care? Just stop harassing you. Yeah, that's really laughable. I do need an opening act. Maybe you'd like to be a comedian. She's got her face covered up, so maybe she's not really sick. She's just faking it. She's just faking it. Oh, yeah, sing louder, sing louder, sing louder, sing louder.
They drove by and she goes, it's her, it's her.
It's personal space.
Is that what you're gonna call somebody?
This is her.
This is her. Oh, she got reinforcements.
And I thought, well, okay, fine. I'll talk to you too. Like, the more the merrier. I don't care.
Uh-oh, I'm so nervous. I'm harassing people who are harassing people. What a shame. Personal space, personal space.
I don't care about the numbers. It has been 6 and 5 and 3 against 1. And I say against because they really are against me. Most of them won't even have a conversation with me. So this man and this woman show up, and he comes right for me, gets right up into my face, and raises his hand to me. And I started screaming.
Don't you fucking touch me. A white man touching me? Are you fucking out of your mind? Don't you?
And then he told his wife, call the police.
Call the police.
I have it on video, and I have friends that called me to say, are you okay? Because we saw how aggressive he was. He came right at you. He claims he was coming to bless me. Well, one, you're not a priest. So you can't bless me. And two, you can't raise your hand to a woman, for any reason. You just can't. I don't know you. I asked him his name. I said, good morning. He refused to give me his name. He didn't say who he was. He just put his hand up and went to touch me. And I don't know if he was going to hit me or hurt me or just bless me, but I don't want him fucking touching me.
We have a woman here who has gone berserk.
No, I'm not berserk. He tried to touch me.
That word had to be fucking dusted off since dotard. I don't know the last time somebody used the word berserk.
She did. And tell the truth, you're Catholic.
If my husband ever raised his hand to a woman, not only would I have lost my mind on my husband in defense of the woman, but I would not have backed him up when the cops came. That's just not right. And I would have been appalled if my husband ever did something like that.
Oh, look, Bob, now you can meet my husband, the man that doesn't raise his hand to a woman. There's Bob.
Yeah, I know.
There's...
Hello, Bob. If you ever touch my wife or even try to touch my wife again, there's going to be repercussions. What you did is absolutely sad.
it.
And you supporting him is sad and disgraceful as well.
Well, you know, the old white men stick together.
Can we try and do that so we can handle emergencies and not have to work out bickering between grown-ups?
I agree.
Came up and stuck a sign and all that.
That's not true. I got it all on video.
Up, right?
That's not true.
Okay, how about it's your turn? Tell me your.
So,
And the lies, that's what makes me nuts. I read their pamphlets, they're full of shit.
this is propaganda. Let's read one of these things, please. At no time in your life does more growth and change occur in the first 9 months before birth. Well, that's not true. Of the 200 million sperm that try to penetrate the mother's egg, only one succeeds. Well, what about all the other times when you guys masturbate and the sperm goes all over the place? Is that not serial killing? Shouldn't you guys not masturbate because that's potential life? There's plenty of women that don't even know that they're pregnant for quite some time. This is inaccurate. What's the other one?
This talks about men and abortion.
Oh, nice. So you're here to intimidate equally, men and women. So you need your phone for your prayers? You don't know your prayers by heart? You don't know your rosary by heart at 25?
I know the rosary. These are special prayers.
Oh, special prayers for what? Unborn children?
Yeah, different prayers for just the pro-life prayers.
Pro-life prayers. So exactly what is a pro-life prayer? Let me hear one of those, please.
Mary is troubled by the angel's greeting, yet rejoices to do God's will. Let us pray that those who are troubled by the pregnancy may have the grace to trust in God's will.
So even Mary didn't want to be pregnant with God's baby. Is that not what I just heard? She's troubled by the news.
Troubled.
Yeah. Yes, because unwanted pregnancy can be troubling. Did you not feel intimidated by some of the questions that I asked you?
Slightly.
Yes. How do you think a woman feels? Arizona has just drawn up legislation that women have to now tell them why they want to have an abortion. It's none of anybody's business.
Say my prayers.
You're going to say your prayers. What are you going to do? Pray for me to leave? Isn't your hour about up now, Cameron?
It's pretty close, but I might stay longer.
Okay, then I'll stay with you. Because as long as you're here to intimidate women, I'll stand right here by your side and let them know that it's okay for them to walk in that gate without a man telling them what they should and shouldn't do with their body.
Somebody sent me a note today, and they said to me, Kimmy, ask them this. You're standing on a building, and in one hand you have a baby, and in the other hand you have a petri plate with an embryo, and you're going to drop one of them, but they get to pick which one you drop. It's that. It is that right there. You're going to not drop the baby, right? You're not going to drop the baby. So to use the Bible, to use God, to use the rosary beads and guilt and shame and Catholicism and dogma to make a woman and a man feel bad about going and Planned Parenthood is disgraceful. I feel strongly about speaking out and making it a level playing field and going, that's not true. Here's the truth. One guy said to me,
Denies children their unalienable right to life.
Why are you not standing outside of the schools?
They don't perform abortion in schools.
No, they just bring a gun and they shoot everybody.
What, once a year they shoot 20 kids?
Whoa!
Places like this kill 3,000 children a year, young
Excuse...
lady. 3,000?
Well, thank you, first of all, for calling me young lady.
Right to life.
I appreciate that.
California doesn't report abortions. I mean, that day there was a school shooting. Parkland was 17 kids, and we've had 18 school shootings in a month and a half. So for him to say 20 kids a year, and by the way, that's okay?
This is affordable health care. This is where most people go when they can't afford to go anyplace else.
I don't agree with that.
Reproductive rights for men and women.
This is where they come in to perform abortion.
No, that's not.
Their money stream is abortion money.
And you're getting your information from where, sir? With no name?
From Planned Parenthood, from anybody that
That's not true. That's not true. I've never had an abortion. I've never been pregnant. I go to Planned Parenthood. Because they support health care, reproductive rights for women.
What does that mean?
That means that most of what you're saying is full of crap. It's a lie.
So those kinds of lies, that kind of rhetoric, that's what really bugs me. And I'm coming out in public on Facebook to say, that's not true. Nope, that's not true. And if they say something that I don't know about, I'll come home and I'll look it up 15 different ways to find out.
I looked up all your facts. They're full of crap. There is no such thing as 3,000 people dying here, because that's a bullshit fact. Thought I'd fill you in on that. That's not true.
The priest told me, I called him on the carpet about pedophilia in the churches.
What about the life of the child in the womb?
Are you a priest?
Yes.
Do you pray outside your church for all the people that have been outside the womb that have been affected by the priest?
Yes,
that
definitely, I do regularly.
Because there was a $660 million lawsuit that came, and the archdiocese kicked out 3 nuns out of a.
Well, that isn't accurate, but you are accurate concerning the priests.
The archdiocese of Los Angeles settled a $660 million lawsuit for pedophilia in the church. He cut me off and he goes, well, that's not accurate. So I came home, posted the video, and then put 5 different articles from Fox News, NBC, Washington Post, LA Times, and I think maybe the New York Times or so. I don't know how many, but I gave a lot of different articles for the same situation. Yeah, it was accurate. You know, when I walked down the street, they saw me coming and they didn't know who I was and they didn't know what I was about because it was the second day. And the woman saw like, oh, here comes somebody, and I'm a woman, and they picked up the abortion sign and they held it in front of their face, and I just went, oh, yeah, we have to do something about this.
Woo! Anti-abortion, great anti-abortion.
I feel it's offensive. I feel it's vulgar. And I've got a filthy mouth.
What I wanted to say was maybe if you took Trump's cock out of your mouth, you wouldn't be such a fucking cunt.
And I really try to watch my mouth outside, and I really try to be sensitive of other people. But when you are going to put vulgarity in front of me, well, game on.
Keep up, keep up, keep up, keep up, keep up. Here, let's get a close-up of this sign so everybody knows who not to send money to. 40 Days for Life, run by a woman named Rita Dooley here in Santa Barbara.
I've gotten a lot of support on Facebook, so much support that I went to the farmer's market and one of the farmers handed me money to donate to Planned Parenthood, which I did in the name of Rita Dooley, who happens to be the head of the 40 Days for Life. And she hung up on me when I called to speak to her. So Planned Parenthood will be sending her a thank you card now for her donation. Rosa Parks was one person. Gandhi was one person. Jesus was one person. People often say, well, nothing I say is going to matter. No one's going to listen to me. They will if you make a big enough fuss about it. I hope that I inspire people to donate to the causes that they believe in. I hope that they are inspired to speak out about that which is so abhorrent and appalling to them. I hope that they take to the streets. I hope that they understand that their First Amendment was the First Amendment because it's the most important.
I hope I inspire people to speak out on the things that they believe in and to donate to Planned Parenthood. I hope that I can inspire them to come to Planned Parenthood.
Ain't that nice? I've got a uterus, it's nobody's business what I do.
Nobody's business but our own.
Unplanned.